in this video, I'm going to share about a city which is very close to my heart. This city is called Bastia. This is the second city in the series of my trip around Corsica. Bastia and I have a story. My aunt was a football player for the team when they were in the European League. I spent a lot of holidays at my aunt during the summer. Going back to Bastia was pretty amazing because I never really spent time sleeping in Bastia. So I hadn't been to Bastia for a long time. The last time I took my kids, that was 2007. I remember a gorgeous photo of my kids, which I'm going to show you now. I was looking for that street when I was in Bastia. I couldn't remember, but I found it. It hasn't changed much. Bastia has changed a lot. I stayed in a beautiful hotel, which is called Hotel Central, which I greatly enjoyed. The city really changed, and I definitely recommend you spend a lot of time walking. There's also the citadel, which is absolutely beautiful. But in this video, I'm going to take you around Bastia. There is something magical about Bastia. And you can walk around the old port. I have done it really, really beautifully. And if you're in Bastia, I definitely recommend that you go around the Cape. The Cape course is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to do another video about the Cape course, where I'm going to talk about the places I like to photograph, what you want to do when you are in Bastia. Don't miss the city. It's a gorgeous place in Corsica. The highlight of my journey to Bastia was the train journey. And this is one of the best ways to travel Corsica. There's only one train line on the whole island that travels from Ajaccio to Bastia and then to Calvi. It is a private train company, so don't expect to find the schedule of the train line on Google. So we took the train from Ajaccio train station. I was super excited about the idea of crossing the island from west to east. There are only two carriages and a lot of people were standing on the platform. So I was pretty worried. I thought, are we ever going to go on the train? Because everybody once managed to get on. The train journey started very slowly. We stopped everywhere outside of Ajaccio. The landscape was breathtaking when we reached the mountains. I couldn't stop taking my eyes away from the landscape. And my phone was glued to the window. I was trying to film every part of the landscape, trying to take some pictures, trying to take some videos. It was so beautiful. Anyway, there was no internet, better for me. And the landscape was absolutely breathtaking. I think this island is called the Ile de Beauté, the beautiful island. There's a reason behind that, because it's absolutely beautiful. As I explained earlier in other videos, you have the seaside, but now I'm taking you to the mountains. It took us 4 hours to cross the island, and the journey was absolutely magnificent. We crossed forests, mountain peaks and small rivers. As I explained, there was hardly any internet on the way. I recommend bring a good book or really make the most of the landscape. We arrived in Bastia in the evening. We went to the hotel. We stayed at Hotel Central, which is a place I definitely recommend. It's a beautiful hotel, which is a 19th century mansion, which was transformed into a hotel with 28 rooms over 4 floors. We wanted to watch the lunar eclipse. This was on September 7th. The sea promenade was very close to the hotel. Other people were there with the camera trying to get a glimpse of the moon. I couldn't see anything. I was really trying to see people saying, yeah, can you see the moon? Can you see it? I said, oh no, I can't see it. I couldn't see it, absolutely not. And then suddenly I saw a little glimpse of pinkish red in the sky, and I finally saw it. It was really beautiful, as you can see in these pictures. In the evening, we walked to the viewport, which is also called O Vecchio Porto in Corsican, for dinner. From what I remember from the old port, the viewport, it was so different from when I was a child, because the cities were mostly done for cars. It looked a bit green, but now it was completely transformed for pedestrians. First of all, you had beautiful colors of the building. The buildings were entirely redone. There was a lot of restaurants and cafes, and we found a restaurant with a balcony overlooking the port. This was the perfect setting for my first evening in Bastia, remembering my time when I was here with my parents, with my grandmother, with my aunt. It was just such a beautiful memory. Old Port is a place which was developed when it was still under Genovese rule, when they needed an extension from the sea, because before they were staying in a higher village which is called Piguglia, but they wanted an extension on the sea, so they built the old port. So when I'm talking about photography in Bastia, I was not hunting a most dramatic composition. What I wanted was the color story, because all the buildings have been repainted, they have been cleaned from the pollution. It looks absolutely beautiful, bringing back all this Italian Corsican identity. Places I recommend to photograph there, the old port and the jetty are great places to photograph during the day. I was lucky enough to have beautiful cloud formation in the sky that created some depth in my photograph, as you can see. Walk to the citadel, you can take a walk which is along the sea, which is called the Al di Longa. It offers a beautiful view over the jetty, the port and the Baroque church of Saint Jean-Baptiste. What was I looking for photography in Bastia? As I explained, the colourful building around the port, the church bell of the Saint Jean-Baptiste church is really standing out. People walking into the scene, walking on the Montinum, which I really loved, the cloud in the sky, the reflection of the boats in the marina, the port and the starboard light at the entry of the channel. So why would I focus more on this in photography rather than just photographing what I see? As a photographer, my mission is to help you to photograph with intention, so to go beyond what we see. For Bastia, the color palette was perfect. Bastia reminded me of the Italian coast because honestly it's very Italian. It was Italian from the 13th to the 18th century. They share a visual language, of course, the same color, terracotta houses, the awkward yellow walls. So it's not only seeing what's in front of you, but also recognizing what connects one place to another through color, light and mood. So when you learn to see this way, your photography becomes less about what you see, but it's become more intentional, more about connecting shapes and colors and visual language. Continue to walk to the citadel via the Al di Longa, the promenade along the sea, which I definitely recommend. Citadel, the Terra Nova, is one of the oldest areas in Bastia now. It was built by the Genoese during the 14th century. They made it the capital. They made Bastia the capital of Corsica until 1768, when France took over. By then, the citadel became a convent for missionaries. In 1794, the military took over and used it until the Second World War. So you can, when you walk in the street of the citadel, you can feel the Italian influence as you walk in the narrow street. I really love these colors of the building, these paintings, these warm color paintings. In the citadel, my primary focus was also the Italian color palette of fours that I found in these places. Photographed the color of the shutters against the wall. The citadel is not very big, but there's a lot you can photograph there, especially if you focalize on the visual color palette. In the evening, I went back to the Old Port to have dinner in another restaurant. After dinner, we walked in the street behind the Old Port, the church Saint Jean-Baptiste. You have some really beautiful streets. The location I chose to photograph, which I really loved, is the Place du Marché. And also you have some beautiful steps walking down the Cour Henri-Pierre Angeli. And I was waiting for people to walk into the scene, one bar, which really looked like an old traditional Corsican bar with the neon green light. I really loved that scene. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned with me for the next video about the Cape Corse. Thank you.